Hello everyone and welcome to this week's video tutorial. This will mark the first example in section 2 of chapter 6, which deals with the tactic of blocking. Now in section 2, the authors discussed many different ways that a player could use discovered attacks or discovered checks in combination with the blocking tactic to gain significant advantages or make significant gains. So this is based on the free ebook that can be found on the World Xiangqi Federation website. So without further ado, let us begin this simple analysis. Red would have three major pieces: one chariot, one horse, one cannon, a full guard, two pawns. Black would have two chariots, one horse, a full guard, and one pawn. And the black chariot was now prepared to capture the elephant, and there will be many options for attack. For many options to attack for black. In the first, there were two variations. In the first variation, h7 plus 8 was discussed, and the second we discussed r6 equals to 4. So red would try to go for the elbow horse checkmate in this situation. However, black would not fear it, would not have any fear, and choose to capture the cannon, and then deliver another check with r9 equals to 6, forcing the cannon away, and black would be able to save his king in the nick of time. So as time goes on, the material advantage that red has will become significant. So it appears that h7 plus 8 is not viable. In the book, r6 equals to 4 was the recommended move in this situation. With r6 equals to 4, red will threaten and with an iron bolt checkmate should the occasion arise. Now, the implications or the subtle gains that red would have made with this move will be shown slightly later on. After r6 equals to 4, red will still deliver a check, forcing the king to the third rank. And at this point in time, black would play h7, r7 minus 4 to capture the pawn and hopefully defend against the attack by the red horse. Now it would be a very big mistake if black tried to trade material, because red would gladly do so, deliver a check, the horse will capture the cannon. But alas, once the red horse reached this intersection, there will be no way that black can prevent the ultimate checkmate. Say for example, if black moved the horse, this will be a checkmate because the king cannot come to this file, and otherwise the royal rule will be breached. So r9 equals to 6 is not a good option. R7 minus 4 to attempt to gain to provide some defense was studied in the book, but unfortunately for black, red would now have the opportunity to make significant gains. So h7 plus 6 was suggested. Now black had to defend against the horse in this manner, or it will be a checkmate, elbow horse checkmate. So, but once the chariot was moved here, the red horse will continue attacking. A check and a discovered check. This would be the key move or the theme in this board. With a discovered check, the red horse would move to the bottom rank, thus disallowing the black chariot to defend the bottom rank as it could have in the earlier variation. The only way for black to resolve this would be to move the king in. If he moved the advisor, this would be an immediate checkmate. So, h6 plus 4, okay, the king would have to move back. But because the red horse had blocked the black chariot, red would now boldly sacrifice his chariot to deliver a check. The only way for Black to resolve this kill will be to play to use the horse to capture the chariot, but unfortunately Red would now checkmate with h3 minus 4. Now this is quite a brilliant example, and I hope you've enjoyed this short video. A short recap would show that in the earlier in the initial position, it'll be Red's turn to move. Starting the game with h7 plus 8 would not be advisable because Black would be able to defend against Red's attack and live to another day. And over time, as the game drags on, the material advantage that Black has will become more and more pronounced. So the recommended move would be to play r6 equals to 4. Now this is a very powerful and yet subtle move. With this move, Red would now threaten to attack or go for the iron bolt checkmate. Now Black would capture the elephant, deliver a check, and then play r7 minus 4, hoping that he could discourage or dislodge the attack by the red horse ASAP. It would be a terribly bad idea for Black to play r9 equals to 6 because Red will simply trade chariots. The only legal move would be h7 minus 6, and Red would gain a winning position after moving his horse h7 plus 8. Red will win immediately. It will be futile for Black to try to move the horse because this will still be a checkmate. The king cannot come out, or the royal rule will be breached. So that is why r7 minus 4 was suggested. But in doing so, the horse will now attack in a completely different direction. h7 plus 6 again, threatening to go for the iron bolt. The elbow horse checkmate. Black would defend in this manner. If the horse did deliver it, the Black chariot will retreat and block the horse and save his king. But Red had other ideas up his sleeves. So h6 plus 4 will be a check, and we reach the key move in this board. Red's h4 plus 3. This is a super brilliant move. With this is a discovered check, so the horse will be safe. But by moving the horse to the bottom rank, Black will now be unable to defend the bottom rank as he would have wanted to. The only way for Black to resolve this would be to play k6 equals to 5. If he played k5, a5 plus 6, this would be immediate checkmate. So k6 equals to 5, and Black would follow up with a brilliant chariot sacrifice. Black will be forced to capture the horse in this manner, and Red would checkmate with a smarted horse checkmate. So a quick recap. In this position, variation 1, h7 plus 8 was simply too fast. Red did not gain enough momentum, whatever. And Black would be able to save his king and keep things complicated. The recommended move would be r6 equals to 4. And after the red horse was under threat, but the red's horse will now attack in a completely different direction. This will be a check, a discovered check, and we have the topic of discussion. This will be the way Black would block and save the block and go for the final win. Checkmate. So if you like the work that I've been doing and would like to support me, please subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up for the video. Thank you, and hope to see you soon.